Good evening. Welcome to Military Strategies. We are live right now. March 5, 2026, Phase 2 of the war against Iran begins. Thousands of Kurds are now assaulting the Iranian border. That's right. Phase 2, what I announced a little while ago, has begun. The Kurds from Iraq have joined the Iranian Kurds and are heading straight for the capital of Iran, Tehran. The final battle has begun faster than we thought, and this war could take on a completely new dimension. In the ground operation that has just begun. Folks, all the details, everything that's happening here in Military Strategies. Let's begin. Good evening. Welcome to Military Strategies. We are live right now. Do you realize that I'm laughing because of what's happening right now? Because of what's going on? Welcome to your channel. Oh my goodness, what a mess I've made. Oh my goodness, what a mess I've made. Is there confusion right now between Iraqi Kurds, Syrian Kurds, Iranian Kurds, Kurds? I see Kurds. Welcome here to Military Strategies. Oh my God, what a mess I've made. May the Ayatollah have mercy on us, because what's coming is serious. Get ready for what's coming in the next few minutes. Here's the insight into what the Kurdish ground campaign inside Iran is going to be. What happened here? How did this happen? I was over here, you were over there, Kurds here, Kurds over there, heading to Tehran. Madness, total madness. I already had this prepared, kept it very well hidden, says Ariel. A while ago he says, but how can you have the thumbnail ready? And I say, no, we already knew about this. Phase 2, we're in Phase 2. Phase 1 is already over. Total control of Iran's airspace, complete suppression of anti-air defenses. It took 5 days to carry out this operation. We're already entering the 6th day today, March 5th, 2026, midnight in Israel. We'll now explain what will happen step by step in this story, so that people understand how Iran is going to be liberated, because Iran will be liberated. Wow. This is going to be amazing. The super chats are open, folks. You have also our PayPal account in case you want to support us. Do you like this? Do you think the news we report is truthful, not corrupted? So as you know, you can support us here. Thank you very much. I am very happy with this. It's been a pretty full day of content, information, everything that's been happening. We've been talking with Ronnie Kaplan on the YouTube channel. The interview was an amazing story. Hold on, Ariel is messaging me on a private channel. I want to listen for a moment and put it on. Ariel is around. He's not sure if he wants to come or not. What about you guys? Do you want Ariel Kanievsky to come? Me this? We are people of the people, for the people, as the Romans used to say. People from the chat, for the chat, from the community, for the community. Do you want Ariel Kanievsky to come on the live stream? I'll just leave it there. If you want, he can come. If not, then he won't come. We'll see what happens. Welcome, as I say, here to the Military Strategies channel. We are live right now. Thank you very much for being with us, for being part of this. There are conflicting reports about the Kurds' presence and whether they've arrived or not. Thank you. Ariel, are they calling you? I only see yes here. I also see some no's. I like that too. It means there are people who don't like you. That's good. Does it mean someone else will spread love worldwide? But things are interesting tonight. Things are very interesting tonight. Key show, key to understanding what's happening. There are conflicting reports about whether they are Kurds, Iraqis, or Iranians. There are conflicting reports. United States. All the Kurds from Syria, obviously not, because they have a problem with Solan, and the Iraqi Kurds have problems with the Shias in Iraq. The Iranian Kurds have problems with the Shias of the Ayatollah, the Revolutionary Guard, and the Basij. During the last 2 days, Iran has been bombing the Kurds of Iran. It has been bombing its own people. Iran bombing inside its own country. This hasn't been talked about much, it hasn't been discussed much, and not much has been said about this topic. 2 days ago, there was talk that the United States was negotiating with the Kurds for their entry into the conflict by land. This was being negotiated. It included arming and providing air cover from the skies for a specific operation. The Kurds have a specific operation. Thank you, Ariel. They're calling you. The community is asking for you, Ariel. There he is. Ariel, Jew, history. You have to come. Does Ariel know about Kurds? He says, I don't know anything about Kurds. This guy knows everything. A very specific mission that I am going to reveal to you in the next few minutes, and we are going to see it on the map. By the way, I'm discovering all sorts of things about Iran. I'm going to show you a bit to get you ready for what's coming tomorrow. I'm discovering all sorts of stories in here. You'll see the rest tomorrow. One second. Because we have a problem right now. We have a mess here live. But a big mess? Wait a moment. We're seeing if we can convince Ariel. He's playing hard to get, huh? Kaniski, he's playing hard to get. Kaniski, I'm coming to your house. Shall we do the Kurds live stream there? All right, let's see if this works now. Of course, something happened here. Crazy. Come on, let's see if it works. Come on, seriously? This is really weird, huh? What the hell is this? I can identify a mosque. But I don't recognize this structure inside a military base. I'm completely lost with this. I could say I'm giving up. I'm totally baffled by this strange, very strange story. What do you think that is? I don't know. Near there. There's a place that appears in a video from yesterday by the IDF where they destroyed a bunch of anti-aircraft systems. And it has me puzzled. I'm serious, but well, I'm not going to go down there tomorrow. I don't want to reveal too much about tomorrow's work. Here the topic is something else. The Kurds. Thousands of Kurds storming the border to go to Iran, heavily armed with vehicles from the United States. Rockets and anti-tank systems, heavy weapons. But how did this happen? Do you guys really think that the United States was going to invade? Was going to attack Iran? Without knowing what to do? But watch out, because the story is just getting started. Worse, the Prime Minister of the Iraqi Kurds. I think it's this one, right? The Deputy Head of the Prime Minister's Government, Deputy Director of the Prime Minister's Office, Deputy Director of the Minister's Office, Suk, Suk of the Kurds, says, not a single Kurd has crossed the border. It's completely false. Who's lying? Who's lying? Either the Kurds of Iran, or the Kurds of Iran, or those from Iran, or those from Iran. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, I'm going to show you a map so you can understand. And this could end faster than we thought. Pay attention to the map, subscribe. We have the map over here. Awesome. 670 kilometers separate Iraqi Kurdistan from Tehran. Right now, while we're talking, air operations are being carried out in the Caspian Sea. Israel and the United States are destroying military capabilities in the northwest of Iran. This already shows us what the intentions are to bring down the regime. To cross the border with Iraq and Iran from Erbil. To enter through the area of Suleimania. Suleimania, this one we see here, Mania, Suleimania. And in a straight line to Tehran. Now we're going to do it on the big map. Don't worry, we'll see it now in full color. There you have it a little bigger so you can see it clearly. From Erbil, the area of Iraqi Kurdistan, reinforcements come in, they arm the Iranian Kurds, and all of them sweep all the way to Tehran. 670 kilometers, no more and no less. All right. Right now, while we're talking, we're, what's happening now? We're moving from area to area. What you want to see? What you want to see? What you want to see? Now an attack is being launched. In this area you see here, I'm going to show you a couple of places so you can see what this is. Here, this is a base of the Revolutionary Guard. The Revolutionary Guard, that thing you see there, with Revolutionary Guard boats. It's a terror academy. In the Caspian Sea, they have a terror academy. It's an academy that is designed, built to train terrorists in naval combat. This university you see here is a university where the Iranian Navy is trained as well as international terrorist groups. How do we know? Don't ask me too much, but we know. Right now, the United States and Israel are blowing up this place. They're destroying the Caspian Sea fleet right now. This whole area you see here is infested with the Revolutionary Guard. It's under heavy attack. By the way, now that we've found it, I'm going to mark it. So we can return here another day. Let's mark it in red. And now we have it there, for the record. All right. I think the plan is clear. Let's look at it here. They arrive. Let's look for northern Iraq. How do we get to Sadiram quickly? Cross the Zagros Mountains. In a straight line. We have 600, 500 kilometers, 600 kilometers. Let's try to be realistic. On the route, if it can even be drawn, because I don't know if this can be drawn. I'll try. Let me see. Give me a moment. From Erbil to Iran, if you can get to Tehran quickly by road, because that's going to make a big difference. Yes, let's do it. Let's change the map. Let's change the map. And let's change the landscape. We're live, folks. This is a tactical show. Some people are going to get bored. Others are going to love this. But let's see what a campaign to liberate Iran by land could look like. What kind of military actions could be carried out? I'll put up another map and we'll draw routes. Let's go. What? Thank you. From Erbil to Tehran, the capital. Get ready. This will be interesting. If what they say about the Kurds is true, and I think it is, I have a feeling that it could be very true, especially regarding the Kurds. This would be to come in through here, and this would be the road to get to Hamadan, and from Hamadan to Tehran. In kilometers, that's 976 kilometers. In a combat situation like the one we're seeing now, and also, now we realize that's what happened here. Israel and the United States have been bombing Kermanshah for days. Bombing Khorramabad, bombing this entire corridor, the whole Hamadan area. The Air Force is bombing the Arak area, the Qom area. To reach Tehran, they're opening the corridor so the Kurds can enter. And conquer Tehran in combat conditions. In a situation where there is air supremacy, and where the United States may be providing cover for this advance, in a week we could have Tehran. Will the United States have negotiated the terms with the Kurds? What is their role? What is their mission? Will the Iraqis come and go? Will the Iranians stay? Is this possible? I mean, that's a pipe dream. Is this possible? Can this kind of mission profile happen? It can happen. This can happen. It can happen because in the year 2022, I think it was, there were some protests because Iran ordered the killing of a super famous Kurdish girl. Was that case because of the issue with the veil? The Kurds really have it in for them, and the Kurds don't like being massacred. Other Kurds don't like it. They don't like it at all. So it is likely that we could see that kind of military operation carried out inside Iran. Why not? The Iranian Kurds directly because of the issue of access to ammunition and weapons. The Iraqi Kurds can transport American ammunition and equipment from Erbil inside to join the Iranian Kurds. You can gather a decent number of troops inside the area of operations. Very decent. Quite a few. Can the Iranian army stop that advance? No, it can't. It can't because the convoy of vehicles will be escorted from the air by drones, combat helicopters, and A-10 planes. That's why the A-10S were in the Jordan area ready. And that's how everything happened. The UN has just declared right now that Iranian protesters are facing accelerated death sentences. Are they executing right now? The ones they've detained? What has Fox News said? Because this is where the debate comes in. Have thousands of Kurds entered or not? Let's listen to what Fox News has said. We're live right now here on Military Strategies Family. Air warfare is the key to all of this. Let's see what Fox News has said. Should we listen?
It's big. A U.S. official telling Fox thousands of Iraqi Kurds have launched a ground offensive in Iran. Decimated.
A United States official has told Fox News that thousands of Kurds are invading Iran.
Destroyed, defeated, all words the Pentagon used to describe Iran's various military forces on day 5 of Operation Epic Fury moments ago. President Trump touting.
Let's listen again.
It's big. A U.S. official.
United States officials.
Telling Fox thousands.
Of Iraqi.
Kurds have
Thousands of Iraqi Kurds
have
launched an offensive operation in Iran. Offensive operation in Iran. They can't do it. Does it make sense to everyone? Several Kurdish sources have denied this report. Be cautious, as someone might have let this slip prematurely. Someone might have let it slip. By the way, a summary of day 5 of the war as well. What has happened? This is the summary. The missile launch. Day 1. Day 2. The drones are blue, missiles are red. Day 1, 350 missiles. Day 2, 175. Day 3, 120. Day 4, 110. Day 5, 50 missiles. If they launch 25 tomorrow, maybe it'll be surprising if they launch 100. There are fewer drones, there are fewer missiles launched. And what have been the main targets of the missiles? El Habit? The Navy and Erbil, they have bombed the Kurds. So, if they have bombed the Kurds, why won't the Kurds go to Tehran? I mean, is there legitimacy? They are bombing Erbil. Why wouldn't we Kurds go there? I mean, it's something to see. Let's look at images, videos of what's happening right now in Iran. Why? Because at night, the B-52s go out to deliver a massive pounding. Videos that we have prepared here, let's watch them.
Videos that are prepared here.
There it starts. Phase 2 includes the attack on police stations and message centers. They want to eliminate the presence of the Revolutionary Guard and the police. There it is. Right now. They're hitting you. They're hitting you tonight.
I see, I do.
Look at what they're bombing. Look, they're bombing the Revolutionary Guard's neighborhood again, and they're bombing again once more. The bunker, do you see the mountain? That silhouette you see, that's the famous silhouette of the Tehran bunker, the political bunker. We'll show it again so everyone can see. And see what we're talking about, or which place we're talking about. I'm going to adjust the map so you can see it clearly, so you have a complete view of this place. I can't put it in night mode, but just so you understand, that's the mountain that's being attacked. Because the bunker is inside here. Under this place, you see it, under that spot, that's the mountain with that upward profile you see rising. Let's take a look over here. And that's where things are happening.
Oh God, oh wonderful, oh wonderful, oh wonderful, oh wonderful, oh cool, the mountain looks awesome.
That area, for example, that you're seeing, if we turn the camera to the point where the cameraman is looking, it's this area right here, precisely where the access is, or one of the accesses to that bunker, the entrance area, and some of the lanes that lead to the bunker. This base that we see here, in this area up here, which is also being blown up, in that image we're looking at, in fact, the lights we're seeing match up with that area. That's why. And this entire mountain is being completely blown up right now.
Oh wonderful, oh wonderful.
Right. At the same time, downtown Tehran, there are B-52s right now bombing everything. Oh.
Wonderful. Hey, hey. Nothing, I must go to the river.
Oh wonderful.
It's not about how many Kurdish people there are in Iran, it's about the Kurds. For example, the Kurds are not jihadist fanatics. They're not. They are trustworthy when it comes to agreements and alliances. And the Kurds, supported from the air, can be very effective on the ground battlefield.
The image is impressive, isn't it?
The image is striking because it's precisely that area, the one we see there. I'm going to show you so you can see a bit. That area we're looking at is one of the most important zones for the Ayatollah's regime. Well, there's no longer an Ayatollah. There's no longer an Ayatollah. There isn't. By the way, we thought the son was also dead since day one, but he's not dead, he's alive. Temporarily. Donald Trump has said, well, whoever they make the leader, we're going to have to take them out. So it doesn't matter if they make them the leader. What's over there? Interesting. What's the objective here? Interesting?
Do you see that explosion over there?
Well then, this is under attack tonight. If my night orientation calculations are correct, the police academy. This entire complex we see here, it's gigantic. Full of fanatics, is receiving the fire of hell. There are photos. Some of those in the photos are dead. And the ones in this photo, I can't guarantee their safety. Ah, well, these are the women who chase women. It's so they can tell Pedro Sanchez that women pursue other women in Iran. If they don't wear the veil, they stone them. Well, this place, right now, this whole area we see here, this sector, very hot. The Kurds, what can we expect from them? When will they come into play? Quite a lot? The operation can be sped up a lot. Saudi Arabia right now, under attack from Iran. They didn't like this thing with the Kurds. They didn't like the thing with the Kurds.
Thank you for watching the video.
Oh my, things are going to get messy with Saudi Arabia, Larijani. The separatist groups referring to the Kurds, look, huh? Where are things headed? They shouldn't think the storm has passed and try to act. We won't tolerate it under any circumstances. The armed forces have full control over this matter. He's confirming the thing about the Kurds. He's confirming the thing about the Kurds? What? This? Is he saying, Larijani, the separatist groups referring to the Kurds should not believe that the storm has passed and try to act? They are going to act, the Kurds are going to act. They can position themselves in a couple of days with a good supply line. Articulated. It could be. There is air support. They can also get help from the air. No. The way this can be done is Chile. Es más, that would be ideal. We have more images. F-15 planes. Look at the photo CENTCOM brings us. It's amazing, this photo. This is... What a photo, an incredible shot. Also, let's take a closer look at what's in it. Look. It has 4 JDAM bombs of 1,000 kilos. An air-to-air missile. But it carries something even more lethal. Two very lethal things. I'm going to show you as much as possible so that people can see and understand things. Do you see that thing next to the brown ammunition with the yellow band? That's an electronic warfare pod. Do you see what's there? On the right side, the one that looks like it has a small glass, that's the targeting and observation pod. That's the famous one. Hawkeye. That can see everything from miles away. Thermal camera, zoom, laser targeting, target tracking. That's what gives it that pinpoint accuracy. It goes in and hits exactly where it needs to, no more, no less. Would there still be room for an extra station? That is, it also carries this big thing you see here. It's not a bomb, it's an additional fuel tank, and it carries two more here. It might still have some space to include more ammunition or a different type of ammunition, but that's not the case here. Or maybe it's already been used, or maybe it's not necessary anymore. Let's zoom out. Because the photo has gone crazy here, and big time, let's see. There we go. The photo is impressive, really impressive. You can get a lot of information from this kind of photo. The combat configuration being carried out by the United States of America and Israel. Same flight platforms, different ones, different pilots, strategy, different strategies. Some focused on one topic, others on another. Here, for example, you can see an F-35. I'm going to show it now because this also needs to be examined. Why is it said that the F-35 plane is invisible? Unlike the F-15? It doesn't carry anything outside. There's nothing there. Everything is stored inside in the weapons bay. See, there's nothing on the fuselage. However, the designator, the camera, the ISR reconnaissance system goes there, right below where the pilot is. I'll zoom in so you can see. Let's take a look at it. There. Do you see that prism right behind the tip of the plane, where the numbers 5473 are? That's how the pilot gets all the information about what's happening. Can they see planes without activating their radar from many kilometers away? That's why this plane is so lethal, so special. It's one of its unique features. Radar signals are not reflected the same way as in a conventional plane. All the interesting photos of CENTCOM that were just broadcast a few moments ago. Well, another configuration, the F-16, a true classic among classics. Look, something completely different. It's a smaller plane, but and this one has a completely different system and a different mission format. Look, we're going to explain it step by step now. Airplane. And we zoom in and look. Air-to-air configuration. Is this F-16 configured for air combat and for suppressing anti-air defenses? On the wingtip, air-to-air missile to shoot down planes. Next to it, a short-range air-to-air missile. Close combat, guided or tracking. By heat, it locks onto the heat of the target, a drone, another aircraft, and then it's fired. And what do you see next? Another one of the most feared things. An anti-radiation missile. It's a missile that detects, tracks, and destroys radars. When the pilot sees that he's been locked onto by a radar, he launches one of these missiles. The missile remembers the location, even if they turn off the radar. It keeps searching for the source signal and destroys it. The next thing we see, so huge, is a fuel tank. And the crown jewel, that thing you see there, is the targeting pod. Lightning is... It's like a small robot. The one we saw earlier on the F-15, it's called Sniper. Here it has the Lightning installed. There it is. It is used to lock onto targets, to locate aircraft, to track them, to follow moving targets, and also to launch guided munitions to the ground. It's a technological masterpiece. Many of its capabilities are unknown and have not been made public. We only know a few. Israel also uses it. In addition, it is one of the manufacturers of that system in combination with other companies. Military technology applied to modern warfare. That's why nowadays it's no longer necessary to bring 5 aircraft carriers to bring down a country. The work that was done or needed in the past is done today. Technological platforms updated to the military needs of our times. Let's continue. Over the Kurds. Are the Kurds on the way? Yes and no. A few minutes ago, there may have been an elimination in Lebanon. Let's go there with the camera. Let's see what's happening in Lebanon. What's going on in Lebanese lands. The Lebanese from Hezbollah, not all of them, but some are. Before there was no Shiism in Lebanon, now there is. Soon it may disappear. Hezbollah is very desperate. Today, they lost the commander of the missile command. They've gotten pretty angry. They've been firing rockets, drones, and anti-tank missiles all day. They've been very busy. Today, let's see. If we have images from Lebanon, a lot of things have happened. A missile launched to Turkey. We don't have Lebanon. We've lost it. Right now, there is no image from Lebanon, and there is destruction happening. We will wait to have images later on. Does anything still catch my attention? Let's check the planes. People may wonder what will happen if the Kurds take power. Will they take revenge on the others? Will Iran's Kurds now take control? There are many doubts, uncertainties about this topic, and I think that little by little, by knowing what's happening, NATO is concerned. NATO is concerned because it's sending NATO's AWACS to monitor what's happening there. Is it so concerned or is it so afraid? That it's not very clear if Iran is going to launch an attack on a NATO country or not. That's precisely why the AWACS is there, to detect missile launches, aircraft, drones, it's orbiting. It's orbiting, maybe also to monitor any operation that is currently underway at the border between Iraqi Kurdistan and Iranian Kurdistan. Could this be an option? Turkey is not going to like this at all, as it sees the Kurds as a regional rival. And look, this is also noteworthy. It's the first time we've seen a UK MQ-9B protector off the coast of Lebanon. Look, it's been circling here. What was it doing there? What has it been doing there? Providing security and protection against drone launches from Lebanon targeting the airbase of Akrotiri. Mixed this one here. What? So now we know that the United Kingdom has deployed a drone to provide security and detect attacks. Where is the United States aircraft carrier? What a coincidence. The planes that are refueling in flight have been operating in this sector all week. The Gerald Ford could be in this area here. This area you're seeing, because the P-8 is circling around there. The jets, the ones providing air security against drones. Ben Gurion Airport. Now over Jordan, it's the first time in history that something like this has been seen from Cyprus, the United Kingdom. They're also providing security to this area here, with their fighter jets controlling the southern sector and currently flying over Eilat and Aqaba, this area we see here. Also, there's a lot of GPS interference, which indicates to us that most likely there could be drone attacks on the way. This area right here. Italy continues to evacuate civilian personnel, most likely with evacuation flights from Dubai. Italy seems to have the capacity to do what Spain is not doing. Don't ask me how, but they're getting people out of Dubai. Saudi Arabia has its airborne radar deployed, monitoring because right now it's under attack. Also expecting attacks from the Houthis. What about the carousel? Is there an aerial one tonight? No, they're probably already there. Which means right now Iran must be being bombed. At this moment, while we're talking, major attacks at night, which could be decisive for phase 2. We already have breaking news. We already have an important map.
Breaking news photograph.
This is going to start confirming the thing about the Kurds. This is going to start confirming the thing about the Kurds. Pay attention to the photo, fam. Big. Maribam. Right now, the Israel-US coalition forces is destroying regime positions in Maribam. And people are going to start going out into the streets. They're going to go out. The intention is clear. The intention is very, very clear. Map. They are destroying regime positions in Maribam, this city here, the first one that must fall. We saw it on the road. They will continue this way. They will continue through here to Hamadan. And from there, the highway to Tehran. Breaking news right now as well, where the advance of the Kurds is already being marked. We're going live, everyone, right now. On military strategies, it makes perfect sense. The Kurds officially deny the accusations of an offensive to the regional media once again. The information is confusing. It could be an information operation, or it could be a kinetic action. It's trendy. That thing about kinetic action is very, very, very trendy. I think it would be an option. I think regarding this topic, well, how beautiful is Maribam? Look, I'm serious. Iran is a very beautiful country. It deserves to have another government, another life expectancy, another quality of life. We have to help Iran. We really have to help them. There are landscapes that are like a movie. Look how green it is. There's even a wild boar there. It's very beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. Thank you. We have to take care of Iran. We have to help them get through this. And it's good for everyone. What we're seeing here is positive for everyone. For everyone. The Kurds. Look, if they cut here, if they make the cut from Maribam to Tehran, they cut the country off from the north. That's the Tabriz area, which will fall on its own. Because it's also a Kurdish area, the majority here, a lot of Kurdish population throughout this area. From here, they would end up falling. Another point they could quickly assault, crossing the border. It would be a unit, this right here. In Urmia is one of the main missile bases for all these people. And here they could really cause some serious damage. Complete destruction to the regime, controlling access from Urmia to Tabriz. And no matter how much the regime wants, no matter how much Larashani says they won't allow it, they can't, because there is right now full air operations over Iran. By the way, I want to clarify something, please. I'm getting tired of this. In fact, I'm going to make the decision, and I'm asking the moderators. Anyone who says that, just because we show a page that is public, that anyone can access and see what's happening with the planes. All right, anyone can see this in Iran, in China, in Singapore, in the Amazon. Anyone who says that we're sharing too much information or that we're being reckless, just block them directly, hide it. Because I'm already fed up after 2.5 years of them going on all day with the same nonsense. I dedicate a lot of hours to this. I've spent a lot of hours. I'm falling asleep, but I'm trying to tell the world what's happening right now. It's disrespectful to even think, let alone insinuate, what I've already been clarifying for days. There is information that I'm not sharing and that I know right now, and I'm not doing it so I don't put an operation in danger. It has already happened in Gaza, it has happened here, and it will keep happening. So please, I only ask for one thing, respect. Please, if someone doesn't want these things to be told, please switch to your local TV channel and wait until tomorrow for the news at 2 in the afternoon and see what they're going to tell you. But stop telling me how I should make the content for my channel. Thank you. Thank you very much, really. This is already too much. I'm really tired of it. I don't want to take it out on anyone, but I'm super tired, really. All right. Let's calm down a bit.
Thank you. There is an important elimination.
In Lebanon, and even more.
Important elimination. Rahman Deep.
Good. It wasn't in Lebanon, forgive me. Israel has eliminated him. Pay attention to this. But you don't know who he is? Mokadam, chief of the Special Operations Unit of the Revolutionary Guard, who had planned in 2024 the assassination of Donald J. Trump. The guy who tried to plan the assassination, who planned the assassination of Trump, is dead. He's not here. Come on, he's dead. He's more than dead. He's really dead. And this is interesting, very, very interesting. All right, getting back to the topic, getting back to what we were talking about the Kurds. It's not necessary to conquer the whole country. It's not necessary. If you reach Tehran, it will cause a major collapse. They will surely flee from Tehran. Nothing happens in Qom. You go to Qom. You conquer Qom. After Qom, there's nothing else. They won't go take refuge in Isfahan. I mean, if they leave Qom, the planes will chase them. We have to understand one thing. We have to understand something. They won't be able to move. If they leave in a caravan from X place to X place, will they be followed? Once they lose Tehran, Tehran is lost. They can't do anything anymore. They won't be able to do anything anymore. Imagine a column of Kurds coming down highway number 6. This one we're looking at here. This is imaginary. They come through here. They're a few kilometers from Tehran, and Larijani and his people decide to leave on highway number 7 to Qom to make a stand. There. That column is going to be attacked from the air. That's what happened to Gaddafi. Gaddafi tried to move from one place to another. They caught the column. Boom, blown up, dead. They don't have an air force. They can't move. They're now holed up in hospitals and schools. And of course, you're not going to bomb hospitals and schools. What do you have to do? Send in ground forces? If you don't want to send Americans and Israelis, go to the Kurds, send in the Kurds. And the Kurds will know what to do. I guess. or at least that's what I think. The Kurds will know what to do. The Kurds have been fighting against the Islamic State, Hezbollah, and the Shia militias in Iraq. Saddam Hussein feared them. He gassed them. They know they are very strong rivals. The Baloch are different, and now I'm going to explain why. The Baloch do commit acts of terrorism. They attack Pakistan and they attack the Iranians. But within the alliance and military capabilities, the Kurds are doing better. Much better. Yes, Donald Trump. And if anyone, it has to be the Kurds. And that's what we were saying. In terms of distance, it's 900 kilometers from the border, from Erbil to Tehran. No, one more road. Here you can see it. It's a two-lane road. In good condition, vehicles can travel on it. There aren't many population centers along the way, which is also super important, is that from Hamadan to Tehran, there's nothing along the way. You can imagine that there's a group of the Revolutionary Guard waiting for them here. A plane arrives and destroys them. It's not hard to get to Tehran. When they get to Tehran, people will have to go out into the streets and bring down the regime. But there are still days of war left. There is still a lot of history left to tell, and right now we are dreaming of something that we don't know if it can become reality or not. I hope that's the case, with as few victims as possible. That we see this operation go well, that the whole country doesn't become destabilized, and that there is an evolutionary process toward democracy within Iran. I hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case. We here at Military Strategies, all the channels, friends, talking about the war, how it's happening and how it's unfolding. Hours and hours of content that we bring to you. Hundreds of videos, analyzed information. And you who are there, from day one, from the very first minute, always supporting the channel. Thank you so much, really. It's a real honor to be here with you. Today we've done a ton of hours of content on this channel, on other channels. Tomorrow is another day, if they let us sleep tonight with the missiles. For today, I think that's enough. Guys, have a great night. Leave your likes, your comments. Military Strategies. Is he going to sleep?